Hey guys, Rich Tyson here. On this episode of 585 Rocks, we're sitting down with Executive Director and Curator of the Rochester Contemporary Arts Center, Bleu Cease. Bleu hails from Naples, New York and moved to Rochester in 2007 to take on his position here. If he's not running the art gallery or serving on the number of boards he's committed to locally, he is encouraging people out for the First Friday gallery nights. He's a dynamic young guy with a passion for community, and I encourage you to come check him out. So Bleu, you're a Naples guy originally. Tell us what's better, grape pies or garbage plates?
I'm gluten-free, so gluten-free grape pies, definitely.
Fantastic, thank you. So in the intro, I mentioned your involvement in First Friday. How has the initiative changed since you started, and what are you most excited about going forward?
When we kicked it off, there were about 5 venues involved. And our approach, our goal was to create a structure so that all the venues could co-promote and market this central brand, First Friday, and therefore develop each other's lists, share visitors, and get a lot more visibility and visitorship. And that was in 2007. Okay. The whole thing has grown considerably in a real organic fashion. And right now, I think as you know, it's just known in the community that First Friday is the night to hit the street, go out, go to 3 or 4 venues, then go to dinner, find out what's happening at the smaller art galleries around town. It's really not for the big museums, it's for the smaller places where you can string together a bunch of them in one evening. And it also is a great time for people to visit Rochester from around the region. So sure. we still have buses coming in from nearby colleges, we have people driving in from Buffalo. I mean, if there's a time that you want to drive to Rochester to explore the art community in one night, it's First Friday.
Very cool, very cool. And it does seem to be growing in popularity each year. And speaking of things that are growing in popularity each year, we're sitting with the 2015 6x6 show in the backdrop. How many pieces for the 6x6 show did you get this year, and why? What do you imagine it could grow to in the future?
Well, so when we started this project, we had no idea how much it would grow and how successful it would be. And initially it was unlimited. The number of artworks per person was unlimited. So some people sent us 20, 30, 40 artworks. So as it grew and over the years, as this exhibition's been so successful, we started to outgrow our space. So we needed to trim it back. Okay. Then we went to 10 artworks per person, 6 artworks per person. This year down to only 4 per person. Okay. So what's happened over the years is that the quality's gone up. People are putting more time, more energy into their contribution. And what you are surrounded with is this incredible statement of generosity. People mailing us these artworks from all around the world. And this year, there's over 3,000 different people who gave us something.
That's
they
awesome.
Sat down, they made us something. They shipped it to us. More intimate engagement and involvement than just on our website, sending us an email, on our social media, clicking like. They sat down, they made us something with their hands, and they shipped it to us. And it's touching. It's really incredible to receive these pieces from all around the globe.
Yeah, and it's an impressive show each year. It's a little different, and it's wild. I was acknowledging how the quality of the artwork when I was sitting here as we were setting up. So, something in the neighborhood that's going to probably impact you somewhat is you're right down the street from what Glenn Kellogg at Hearts affectionately refers to as the moat. I've certainly referred to it the same. With the inner loop being filled in, what are you anticipating, and are you hoping for anything in particular?
Not really. I mean, we're not that involved with those issues, but certainly, it's going to improve the visibility and the traffic flow in the neighborhood, and there'll be new development over there. So that's always awesome, and we're in favor of that. And our primary engagement with the inner loop over the last few years has been to look at and consider the inner loop through the eyes of the artist. In 2011, we organized an exhibition called In the Loop, and it was a critical consideration of the inner loop, its history, its current moment, and at that point, it sort of had an uncertain future. So we brought together 5 artists, and they considered the inner loop through their medium: painting, photographs, sculpture, some video work. There was even a project that some artists did which explored how it felt to be an automobile on the inner loop.
Very cool.
And so we considered the inner loop from a lot of different directions. And it was a great show. We're really proud of it. That was our primary sort of consideration. And now, as the inner loop is, going to take a whole new form and it's going to go away, it'll probably be time for us to reconsider and do a new, updated exhibition about the inner loop.
Very cool, very cool. And the last question I'd like to leave off with you today, considering I know how busy you are, is what do you think makes Rochester great?
Without a doubt, I think the art community makes Rochester great. I feel lucky to be so involved with the art community. I think in these smaller cities like Rochester, you can really have a meaningful impact in growing and progressing and changing and developing the art community, the city overall, but specifically an aspect like the art community. And over the last few years, it certainly has blossomed. There's a lot going on, and I think I only see good things in the future.
Very cool. Well, I thank you so much for your time today. I encourage everybody to get down here and check you guys out, and we'll be in touch soon, I'm sure.
Thanks.
Thanks.